Next, we are moving to mayoral proclamation. So can we start with that?
Yes. Recognizing the third Monday in January as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Whereas January 15th, 2025 marks the 96th anniversary of the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and
whereas Dr. King was a leading figure of the civil rights movement whose nonviolence activism brought about monumental progress in racial equity and justice and led to the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Tragically, Dr. King was assassinated on April 4, 1968, but his legacy continues to this day. And
whereas nearly 60 years later, Dr. King's dream still resonates, inspiring us to navigate, confront, and address the ongoing impacts of structural racism, both locally and nationally. And
whereas remembering and celebrating Dr. King and his achievements encourages us to reflect on the importance of individuals speaking up against injustice and providing a voice for underrepresented and underprivileged communities, Dr. King famously said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that." And
whereas Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a federal holiday designated as a national day of service to encourage Americans to take a day on, not a day off, and volunteer with other community members to enact meaningful change.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Julia Arata-Fratta, Mayor, along with the Fitchburg Common Council members, do hereby proclaim the third Monday of January of 2025 as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the City of Fitchburg and encourage all residents to learn more about the life and work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and participate in community service projects to honor his legacies. It's proclaimed to this 28th of January 2025. So I also want to thank Alder Donald Dantzler. He was the one who put together the proclamation. He's not be able to be with us today, but I think this is the first time that the City of Fitchburg is doing this proclamation. So I think I am glad that he brought this proclamation to us. So